Yeah, it's your boy Girl here, back on another video, and today I got a special video, guys, man. Today we're gonna be doing the last LF Ultra tier list of 2021. I do a LF tier list like pretty much every month because that's the thing I just started doing. Kind of got influenced by Dugo. Dugo doesn't really do these that much, but I was like, you know what, let me just do this. You guys like it, so we got some new things to talk about. I believe the meta has been changing. This past month, really, like this banner and then the Goku Vegeta LF Trunks banner. We also got the Goku Super Saiyan 4 Goku with his new plat equip. So we got some new things. We got the new Ultra unit. So we're actually gonna just make a LF slash Ultra because just to see where you guys I'm gonna rank them. I would do an all sparkling tier list, but man, like that video will be way too long, and these videos already be 44 minutes already. So if I did an all legends one, like that would be like, might as well do that as a live stream or something, right? So yeah, maybe I might actually do that as a live stream. That might be a thing. So yeah, we do have this Gogeta because they do not have an image of the Ultra Gogeta. I was actually trying to look for it, but they didn't update this to include the Ultra Gogeta. So we're gonna be using this Zenkai red one as the Ultra one. So this is not the red one. We're not ranking the red one, but pretend that's the Ultra one, right? So yeah, without further ado, I did make a Z plus Z minus. I kind of want this to be as I would say, like just as specific. I really want this to be very specific on these placements and everything. So that's why I added Z plus and Z minus and everything, all that stuff. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So let's start off with this. Let's start off with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I believe he's going to be the next Zenkai, next LF to get a Zenkai. But right now, he's just not all that viable. Like, you can use him, right, but you're gonna put yourself at a disadvantage. His kit is very good. He just needs the stats. He just needs the stat upgrades and all that stuff. Once he gets it, he's gonna be devastating. Vegeta clan is very good. They're literally missing a green unit. He's literally the missing piece for a full color wheel of Vegeta clan. Yeah, so I'm gonna put him B because you can use him. It's just that you really don't want to use him though, right? Like, you can win games with him. You got to be a very good player to win. I mean, you can win. Like, you just got to be a good player to win with him, right? But he needs some help. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs some help. Like, his kit is solid, but he needs that Zenkai. He just needs it. So I'm gonna put him B tier. I think he is the worst Zenkai right now. That's because he just needs the LF, right? He needs Zenkai, man. So yeah, I want to put him there. Next, let's do Beerus. Beerus. I think Beerus is actually viable compared to this Vegeta. God Key. I still see people use them. Like, not really. God Key got some really good greens now. They got Vados. People still use Vados, even though like she takes a lot of damage. Goku Black Zamasu, an absolute tank. God Topo is a very offensive unit. They got different versions of greens on that God Key team, and I think Beerus falls, fourth as the best green God Key on the team, but he's still usable. I still put him above, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Some of his things that's annoying, like his green card. When he pops his he destroys cards. He seals mains. He still got some, annoying things. He has some ways of getting ally supports as well. So I'm gonna put him A. I'm gonna put Beerus A for sure. So yeah. Next, let's do Goten. Goten, when he first came out, a lot of people kind of like his value already was set pretty low because of Revive Hun, right? Like, he was just a better purple. But then we kind of see like this whole purple red hybrid thing being a thing. But in this meta, you don't really see hybrids that much. Wow, just refreshed. Hopefully, it didn't just like destroy. Okay, it didn't destroy the play, but it's okay. But nice. But yeah. See purple, red, we just seen all these hybrids love, and then you don't really see hybrids that much. Hybrids is still a very good team, but they're not the best team. We all can just we can all say that, right? So for Goten, I'm gonna put Goten S. Goten is very good. Like, he makes any Gohan just very good. And every time he comes in, he gets blast. He does a ton of blast damage. He comes in with a paralysis blast card, which is insane. I'm gonna put him S because he's a very good unit, and you know I think he's very good. So I'm gonna put him S. So yeah, shout out to Goten. So next we're gonna do Ella Purple Frieza. Now Ella Purple Frieza, I'm gonna put him S as well. Now the question is, would I put him better than Goten? I think I'm gonna put him better than Goten because I think Frieza Force is a slept-on team. Him, 8G, Nappa, Full Power Frieza. Full Power Frieza's, you know, shot through the roof of how valuable he is now. And you know, just him carrying blue cards, this is a very good, you know, just a very good thing. You know, he's core for LOE. I know LOE isn't the best team right now. Gives LOE some love, but I'm gonna put this guy S. You know, I think he's gonna be a little bit higher than Goten because I see, you know, I really don't see these two a lot, but I do see more Friezas compared to Goten. So I'm gonna put, you know, Frieza above Goten just for that sake. But I think, you know, I think they're around the same. I think it's the fact that he carries the extra blue. Just he's actually kind of crazy. I actually see some crazy teams like rocking him with Ultra Gogeta, and I just see people just spamming blue cards with them. Like it's actually a crazy team. They put him, Namku, and Ultra Gogeta. It's like absolutely like such a toxic team. You know, it's such like a gag team. Like just popping blue cards like it's nothing. So I'm gonna put him S for sure. So next we're gonna do Majin Vegeta. You know, Majin Vegeta, he's a very good unit. I think he just needs it's like he's not bad, but it's like, you know, LF Trunks is a thing. You know, there's so many other good blue Saiyans. Like he's just not the best for both of his teams. Vegeta Clan, LF Trunks is better, and then Saiyans, Ultra Gogeta, Namku, Bardock. You just have so many crazy blue units, right? So I think that will kind of hurt him. So I think he actually is better than Beerus because he does hit hard. He does do extra damage to Goku units. And if you don't even bring a Goku unit, he does extra damage. Main ability, he nullifies special cover chains for a certain time. Blue card does crazy damage. He has AoE green card. It's not a fast animation, but he does have AoE green card. That's not bad as well. And every time he takes hit, he gets a ton of reduced damage, and he can hit back like 10 times harder. So I'm gonna put him A. I'm gonna put him AS right here. I think he's gonna be like an A plus in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna put him A. Next, we are going to do who do I want to do next? Who I want to do? I want to do let's do UI Goku. Now, you know, UI Goku, you just don't see UI Goku in the top ranks of PvP. Like literally you just land a comp. Somewhat like if a strong unit touches Goku, he's basically dead. You gotta play absolutely perfect with him, you know. I literally play against people that plays perfectly with Goku, where they just having the momentum. It's hard to touch him because he has this gauge. He can farm for PVs. He has a lot of chance of farming for PVs. But once I hit this Goku, it's over. He dies. You know, he needs the plat. You know, he just needs the defense. If he has the defense, his whole niche is gonna make him so terrifyingly like just ridiculous, bro. If he got like a Gogeta 4 plat, this guy would be so scary. You know, that's the only thing that's hurting him is his defense. Of course, he's gonna need some more attack power, but if they really make his defense like ridiculously, like just really good, this guy's gonna be a pain to deal with when he gets his plat. But right now, you land a hit on him, he's done. So I'm gonna put him A. I'm gonna put him lower than Beerus, in my opinion. Beerus, you know, I think he's a better individual, but like I said, once he gets hit, it's over. Beerus, at least Beerus can tank it a little bit. He has some disruptions, so you can switch these two, but I'm gonna put Beerus above him. So yeah, next, oops, it update. I don't know why I'd be doing this. I don't know why the tier man could be doing this, but I'm glad that it doesn't actually like resets, because that would be actually like super annoying. So yeah, next we want to do let's do Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he got his plat equip, and I gotta say, like, his plat equip makes him, sorry for the AC, but his plat equip makes him hit, you know, 10 times harder. Like he does a ton of damage. I feel like his plat equip is not as good as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's, but it definitely did make him better. Like he definitely does hit better. I think the biggest thing about him is his defense is still not up there. I feel like they focus too much more on his offense, and they should have made him a little bit more tanky. Because part of his kit is like, if he takes damage, he gets more reduction on damage received or something like that, so he can tank more as he gets hit, like for a long combo. but his defense is still not the best. So I really think he did get a huge upgrade. The problem with it is people are still rocking Marju over him, for GT. He has a better, he doesn't even have, him and Marju have the same Z ability, but people are just rocking Marju better. Like, he has the endurance, that AoE green card, all that stuff. Like, Marju just still has the edge. Like, if people, the people that has him would realize how good he is, people will rock him over Marju. Like, let's get that straight. Like, if he was really that good with that plat, people would replace Marju with him. But people tried him out for a week, and everybody went back to Marju, right? So he definitely upgraded. I think he is better than these two. He does hit very hard, like when I do face against him. But I just don't think. Well, is he better than Frieza? I think he is better than Frieza. He has the IT cover change. He has a really heavy hitting ult card as well. But I just don't think could be higher than this, because if he was, like, if people were actually using him, like, people will replace Marju with him. I know Marju has endurance, but people will use him, bro. But the plat did make him very, very strong, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna put him up there. All right, next, let's do LF Broly. Broly is someone that I always like, because of his blast armor. I feel like, all right, I don't know what just happened, but his blast armor is just very, very good. I feel like if you know how to use blast armor, it's probably the most terrifying thing ever. Like, if you guys watch aggressive videos, how he uses it with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like, just any unit with blast armor is just so hard to deal with. Cause all they do is sit in the mid range. You can't tackle because they're ready for a strike. If you do a blast, they can react late and do a strike. They have the blast armor cancel thing where if you do a full range blast, if they know how to do that little technique, that's annoying to deal with. Just units with blast armor is annoying. And with this Broly wants to get hit. He wants you to switch so he can get his advantage back, get card draw speed. Anything that happens in the game, he gets strong. No main ability, he nullifies special cover change. Blue card, he has a chance of paralysis, all that stuff. But the problem with him is, his main team, that people usually run him on is Super Saiyans, right? But this new Ultra Gogeta is just the better blue blast armor unit, so he just took his place, and like his Ultra Gogeta Z ability is way better as well. He's not B tier, did not put him to B tier, but I would say this Broly, I think his Broly just got hurt a ton. Like, I just really don't see this Broly at all, so I'm gonna put Broly below these two. Like, the best team that he ran on, Ultra Gogeta, just works better. Ultra Gogeta is just nuts on Super Saiyan. That's pretty much where a lot of people put him. But I feel like he gets kicked out on that team as well. So I think he's still a very good unit. I still like to use him. But, movies, Ultra Gogeta is the better blue. People might use Goku over this guy. People might use Broly and Chilai. He's just not like the best blue for movies as well. So Saiyans and Super Saiyans and movies, like he's just not the best no more. So I think it definitely does hurt. I think I'm gonna put him on the lower side of S. Maybe he needs that plat. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on him. So yeah. Next we're going to do who we gonna do? Let's do Gogeta Blue. Gogeta Blue is really interesting with this unit. This unit had a lot of ups and downs. When he first started, a lot of people said he was terrible. Then over time, people were like, yo, this guy's actually very good. Then now, like, people are saying, like, he kind of lost it. Now people are saying he kind of up. Like, he kind of been going up and down. It's like a roller coaster for this unit, right? This unit, the problem with him is fusions, people are rocking Maju over him. Like I said, Maju was just so good, bro. Like, the endurance, he hits hard, AoE green card. Movies, you could say Abku is better, Birdku or whatever, just for that sustainability that Abku has or Birdku has. And then for God Ki, you could say Evolution Vegeta is better, but like, he's still a very good unit. And I think the problem with this guy is, like, if you know how to land it, if you can master his green card, he changes the game for you, right? Like, if I was to rate him, if I was like Billy, if I was rating a player like Billy, I'll put him like SS. But I'm rating like a normal, God Ki, as Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, I'm gonna put him as. The question is, where do I put him? Do I put him above this guy? I still feel like he has very good value. I think this guy. I think I'm gonna put him. excuse me. I think I'm gonna put him higher than Goku, bro. Because I still see people use Gogeta Blue to this day. You know, the fact that he nullifies special cover change is very good because there's a lot of special cover change unit. Say you're trying to land a Rising Rush, you could just do a chain of cards and just pop a rush. No one can stop him. Like I said, you land his green card and literally change the game. He does extra damage to powerful opponent. There's a lot of good powerful opponent units in this game as well. And the teams, like, if you don't have Evolution Vegeta, if you don't have Berku, you don't have Maju, this guy still is being ran to this day if you don't even have those units as well. So, yeah, I think he is better than these guys. I do see him being used more than these guys below him, so that's why I'm going to put him there. So, yeah. Next, who are we going to do? Let's do Namco. Namco is very interesting. I'm going to put Namco right here just for me to talk about. Then I'm going to place him. Namco, I like Namco a lot. Transforms. He has the blast space. Saiyans, his blue card is super annoying as well. If you know how to use Namco, he can just buy you so much time because when you face a Namco player, the first thing you think about is, does he have a blue card? You're always thinking about that blue card. Every time you do any action, you're like, bro, what if he has a blue card, right? Like, I might not attack him when I bait his vanish out because he might just pop a blue card here. I might have to go for a tap or something like that, right? You're thinking about a second opportunity of what to do when you face a Namco, right? And there's some Namco players that just is really easy just to play against, but man, when you play against someone that that's really really good with Namco, like, he's just so annoying to deal with, bro, because you always have that mindset of, all right, does he have a blue card right now? The only time you can really give like an incentive to play aggressive is, say for example, like someone else uses a blue card and he comes in, then you can be like, all right, he has a blue card in his hand, so I can play aggressive unless he pops the main ability. But Namco's very good. I like him. I think a lot of people use Namco now for bench though, so I really don't see Namco being used in PvP. He was the best blue Saiyans, but like I said, Ultra Gogeta is a thing now. He's just the better blue. Ultra Gogeta is just ridiculous. So where would I put Namco? I'll either put Namco here, or I'm putting Namco above Gogeta. I honestly don't know, because Saiyans is a very good team, but he's always on those teams, but people don't pick him. People usually just have him there just for that Zenkai buff, right? So I think I'm gonna put him here. I still like him over Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Just the way he plays, like, every time I use Namco, he's just very very good. So I'm gonna put this guy lower than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta because he's still being ran. If you don't have those like preferred units, he's still very good. I just don't see Namco really have that play no more. He's really used for his Zenkai abilities, so I'm gonna put him S because if you do use him, he's still very viable. So yeah, next let's do VB. VB, the person that terrorized the 2nd anniversary. My goodness, that meta was hated it. VB everywhere. It was similar like the mono purple, bro, but my goodness, like, he changed the game. Like, this guy was insane. But now, I don't know, people still use him, right, but not really. For blue fusions, he definitely got knocked out, excuse me, because Ultra Super Gogeta. Ultra Super Gogeta for fusions. Future, you have LF Trunks, that's the better blue, and then God Key Blue. People likes to rock the Zenkai Goku more or Clapku, so he definitely is kind of in the same predicament as him. But I feel like this guy has more viability compared to this guy. But his blast armor is insane. I really think he just needs the plat. In my opinion. So where I'll put him A, but he'll be like in the A plus side. Once he gets to plat, he's insane. There's people that still use him to this day that's absolutely insane with him, but like I said, it's because of the blast armor stuff. And yeah, so I'm gonna put this guy A. I think he is better than Manu Vegeta in my opinion, just because of the blast armor. Like I said, I rate people with blast armor very very high. He has blast cover he has a blast cover change, which is really good. A blue card that's really really nice as well. Green card is really dope as well. And he can just change a ton of strike cards. If you don't have no unit that can have a strike cover change, that can be super annoying to deal with. So I'm gonna put this guy in the high A's. So yeah. Next, who we gonna do? Let's do Rose. Rose actually got a tricky right. There's a lot of people that think Rose is absolutely garbage or he's very, very good. Now, Future's one of the better teams in the game right now. I love Trunks, Future Han, you got Goku Black Zamasu, you got CMZ, you got Red Trunks Mai, you got Future's a very good team. And in my opinion, his value rose once we just started seeing a lot more people rocking Endurance compared to Revival. There's a lot of the best units in the game has great sense of dealing with Revival, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, LF Trunks, Cell, Goku Vegeta, right? Like there's a lot of units that gives us like 8 Vegeta, right? Like Red Piccolo. Like there's a lot of units that has a sense of killing Revival units. So you don't really see that many Revival units. And the best Revival unit is Movie Han, right? Like you hardly see Revival Cell. You don't even see Cryhan, and then I don't even see Clapku anymore, right? So you feel me? So a lot of people are going back to the Endurance, and the fact that he nullifies Endurance, high value. He gives extreme bleed. That's super annoying to deal with, passively hurting your team. AoE green card makes him chain with his blue card. Get that nullification against yellow units. He's very, very good in my opinion. Now the question is, where do I put him? I want to put him above Gogeta just because he does the Endurance. But then part of me wants to put him like low SS because of he just nullifies Endurance. Any unit that nullifies Endurance, they just their value went up. And he's on Future. Future's a very good team. They are a strike-based, Future team, right? So I might put him low SS because Future's a very good team and he does nullify Endurance. I don't know. It's either SS or S because just of that Endurance. I might put him S. I'm gonna put him high S. Because I still feel like there's times where the problem with him is his key manipulation. He has a lot of ways of drawing cards and stuff, but he just doesn't have the key for it. And I think that's the thing that hurts him a ton. If he does get a plat, that's gonna make him insane. But I just feel like the key sometimes hurts this guy sometimes because there's times where he's chaining a combo. Oh, he gets a strike card, but there's no key. When he comes in, he doesn't get key, I believe. So little stuff like that. But if you rise rush with this guy, he's killing any Endurance unit. So that's a really, really big effect. So that's why I'm putting him maybe high S, low SS. So around there. So yeah. Next, who should we do? Let's do Corrupted Zamasu. Corrupted Zamasu's in the same spot. It's because he's a red for Future. Future's very, very good. God Key. God Key's not in the best spot right now. It kind of just been in this stagnant spot for God Key. I really don't see any people using God Key anymore. But this guy, strike-based Future, man, that team is nuts. Future Han, you got Goku Black Zamasu as your tank. You got this guy. You have Future Han. You have LF Trunks. And you have this guy, your red. Some people might rock Trunks in mind, but that's if you have a higher star of Trunks in mind compared to this guy. This guy's annoying. He's kind of like Goku Vegeta, where like if you don't deal with him, the way that he can just heal up is insane. Like, of course, Goku Vegeta healing is better because they can get up to 100%, while this guy gets up to like that 70 to 80%. This guy tanks. He's not tankier compared to Goku Vegeta as well. That green card is annoying. He has a lot of ways of getting his vanish back, which is annoying. When he dies, he gets that death buffs. You pop his main ability, he does nullify Endurance, which is a very, very good, ability right there. I know it's only for 30 timer counts, 40 timer counts, but you just pop your main and just rush somebody. He pops the green card, he nullifies against blue. He can be annoying. Like I said, if you don't deal with him, he's just a pain to deal with. And I feel like he scaled very, very good with stars compared to some units. Like Evolution Vegeta at 3 stars, he's very, very good. This guy at 3, he can't tank, but once you give him more stars, he scales very, very good. So I'm gonna put this guy. Should I put him SS? I don't know, man. I want to put him above Rose. Or do I put him SS? Right now, I'm gonna put him SS. Yeah, I'm gonna put him SS because even when he does kill your team too, like if he kills one of your one of the enemy's thing, they destroy their cards, bro. It's kind of like Ultra Gogeta when he pops his blue card, where it's just like destroy their hands, right? That's every time he kills someone. So your opponent won't be able to get that priority. Because say for example, you know, when you kill somebody, you most likely use all your cards, and what the first thing they do? They probably go with a blast, or they probably tackle you because you have no card in your hands, right? Because so what you got to do, you got to dodge, right? So the fact that he kind of takes that advantage from them when you like defeat an enemy is very, very powerful, because now you guys are at the same equal level playing field. Or just imagine he taps one of them out, right? Like he kills them with a strike card, and you have like 3 cards left with his Zamasu. They have 0 cards. So now you can play aggressive once again, make them use their advantage. It's already like a 3v2 situation, 2v1 situation. They have to use their advantage once again, and you can get priority again because you have cards still in a certain scenario and they don't. So I'm gonna put him SS. For sure. Next, who should we do now? Let's do Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This guy was Z tier when he came out. He was a pain to deal with. I still hate this unit. The thing I hate about him is his green card, bro. Like, I'm an aggressive player, so I can't, you know, play aggressive if he's staying in the backfield with a green card. Right? He could just chain, you know, 6 to 8 card combo against me, which is very annoying. He can nullify against purple when he pops his main. He has a lot of ways of healing. You know, he has card draw speed. He takes time for him to rack up. You switch with him, switch out in front of him. He gets Dragon Balls. He has the IT cover change, which is annoying. He's very, very good. I just feel like he definitely lost some value for sure. I don't really see Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And now when I see him, I don't really even get scared of. Like I said, you know, you got to work around him. The only thing you kind of just have to just avoid is don't do a long range, you know, blast card, and you be fine against his green card. So he's very good still. Still very, very amazing. You just don't see people using him that much. A lot of people are rocking Super Saiyan 4 GOGETA as their main green and all that stuff. I'm gonna put him higher than Corrupted Merger Monster because he's still very good, and I still hate dealing with him when I see him. Like, just because you don't see him that much, that don't mean that he can do some damage, right? So I'm gonna put him up there. Next, let's do Cell. Cell was a unit that people were just excited for. He did basically everything, the most annoying things in the game. Anti-hybrids, you know, hybrids was annoying. Anti-Saiyans, Saiyans and hybrids were the best things in the game. You know, Saiyans is the best team in the game right now. Hybrids and Saiyans units are like the best in the game, arguably. And then, you know, he dealt with the most annoying thing was Revival at the time. People was rocking heavy on Clapku. I was seeing, you know, Movie Hunt as well. I was seeing some cells, like the red cell as well, when he dropped. So this guy was dealing with all the problems with that. He has card draw speed. He fills his gauge up. He has extra damage, extra reduction of damage. He has a lot of reduction of damage, but he still hits hard. He still gets hit. Like he still can't take hits. But one thing I do like about him is the fact that he can nullify against Dragon Ball. Like, he can take away Dragon Balls up to 3 times, which is very, very good. But, you know, people just don't use him. Like, I literally don't see Cell, like, at all. It kind of sucked. Like, it was like people were rocking Cell, people were hyped for Cell. They're like, bro, we need Cell to just counter the whole meta. People got him. He was doing his thing for a little bit. People were putting him Z tier. I don't see this guy. I don't see Cell at all. The only person I probably see is Jehudi or Snapdragon that uses the Cell. Anybody, I don't see Cell at all. So where I'm gonna put him? I'm gonna put Cell. I'm gonna put Cell here. You know, I think Super Saiyan 4. He has more versatility. Where I put him, because I don't even see this Goku at all, too. But if I had to pick one, who would I hate to deal with? This Goku, his team is very, very amazing. You know, Regen is very good. Like, you don't really see Regen. GT is very good. Sun Fam is very good. So I'm gonna put this guy over the edge of Cell. You know, his teams is a little bit better. Cell, androids, people not rocking androids unless you snap. Regen, I don't really see Regen. Powerful opponent. They've been working powerful opponent for the longest. I don't even see people rocking powerful opponent. So yeah, I'm gonna put this guy over him. All right, next, who we gonna do? Let's do FSK. This man has been the best unit for a game for a whole year. Arguably, he reigned supreme for the longest in Dragon Ball Legends history as being the best unit. You know, when Revival Gohan came out, people were saying Revival Gohan was better. But people had, you know, there was still some argument that FSK was still better. You know, Revival Gohan was very, very nice. But when he's the last stand unit, this guy was just, it's like he was facing two matches in the same thing. It was like the first half and then the second half, right? Like the first half was beating all his other two allies and him, and then the second half is him as the last stand unit, right? He was facing two matches in one match. And like this guy could just help you win games because he was just stat dominant at last stand unit. But man, like there's so many units now that can nullify attribute upgrades. Like it absolutely makes no sense. He already has his plat and all that stuff. When he gets his last stand buff, he had all his things can be canceled. He has nothing in his stats where it's like uncancelable buffs. All of it can be wiped out. We have Super Vegito. We have so many units that can nullify. It's like his attribute upgrades, right? So it's just hard for you. He's just not the best unit no more. I'm gonna put him above, because him as the injured unit, him as the last thing unit is, you know, in that one scenario, he's just so dangerous, right? And like people make sure that he is the last stand unit, so it can't be like, oh, just for that one. No, like when people are losing units, they make sure that he's the last stand unit. I still feel like he still does insane damage. I'm gonna put him higher than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is more utility wise, but this guy just does crazy damage. Saiyans are better, but this guy individually as the last stand unit is nuts. I don't know, man. Like he's out of here because like him as an individual, I fear him more compared to this guy, but he's on the better team. So that's kind of the reason. Like I don't know if I should switch him or out, but I'm gonna keep him there. All right, next. Let's do 8 Vegeta. I've been hearing some things about people saying 8 Vegeta is the worst LF in the game for 2021 units wise. I can see why people are saying that. People, I guess, people not talking about him because he got a flight equip, Rose, can nullify endurance, so his value shot up. A lot of people are saying him or Cell are like the worst LFs, now. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's out of these three, right? I was saying LF Super Saiyan 4, but it's me looking back, I don't think it's LF Super Saiyan 4. I really think it's Cell now, honestly. This guy has value because he is endurance unit. Vegeta clan is very, very good. You can rock Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, him. This is a very good team. PO is not a thing. Saiyan Saga isn't a thing. So, but Saiyans is a good team. He can be ran on Vegeta clan. Like I said, and Saiyans is a very good team. He's arguably the best red on the team. People might rock Ultra Goku, but him having endurance plays a huge effect. Red hurts, just in general as a red unit, it hurts being this meta because Ultra Gogeta is just around. Every team has a great blue, but where would I put this guy? I don't know if he's better. Like I said, the endurance helps this guy a lot. AoE green card. Every time he pops a blue, he can reduce his sub count so you can break him in back in more. He's either, I like this guy a lot though. Even when I rock him 4-star, I be rocking Saiyan Saga, and he still puts in the work. I'm gonna put him over the Edge of Cell because, like I said, he can be ran on Vegeta clan, right? You can rock these two together and get that double endurance, and then rock Goku Vegeta. Like that's a very good team. I made a video on that. That's very good. I think this guy is just a little bit better because he does damage, and GT is very good. You still don't see this guy like that. I would put this guy higher because I really don't see this guy, but I also don't see this guy as well, So then it just goes to the point where, him being endurance, I think he gets the edge. I think he gets the edge over this guy because he's endurance. Yeah. So that's my thing. So next, who are we going to do? Kid Buu. Kid Buu is a unit that, people were just respecting. They're like, yo, Kid Buu is very, 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 very good. And people still to this day knows how good he is. But you don't really see Kid Buu. You just don't. Like, I'm a Regions main. You don't see people rocking Regen or PO. Those are the two teams that he's ran on. You know, you just don't see him. You don't. You know, he gets his Vanish back, which is very good. You know, he has a lot of ways to get his Vanish back. He's just a slimy unit where it's just hard for you to touch him, bro. But man, he does a ton of damage. Nullifies against actual upgrade when he pops his main. All this stuff, but you just don't see this Boo. You just don't, you know, you just really don't see him. Garesh made a video. He still puts in the work, but if he gets hit, like this guy's like Boo's basically done, bro. Like I was seeing this, you know, 14-star Boo from Garesh, and like if Kid Boo gets hit, like he's like a goner. He's like a goner. So where I'm gonna put him, I feel like he is better than these guys. Like individually, I'll put him higher. The question is, do I put him higher than Cell? Like I said, Cell Dragon Balls, he does extra damage to Saiyans, hybrids, and all that stuff. Kid Buu is just a straight up better individual unit than Cell. So I'm gonna put him above. I'm gonna put him above here. Is he better than this guy? I think Kid Buu is better than this guy as well. Cause you guys really don't see none of these units. Really. So there's a lot of people in the S. Is he better than 8 Vegeta? Individually, yes. But like I said, he has the advantage of endurance and being on the better teams right now. Vegeta Clan is Saiyans. Right, that's the only reason why I'm putting this guy over. Individually, he's the better. But just for the value that he has, I'll give him the edge. So, yep, Kid Buu's right there. Next, let's do Future Han. You know, Future Han, I honestly never think that he's he's very, very good. Every time he cover change, he's drawing 2 cards. If he does a blast, then he has a chance to change, like, you know, able to do the start a combo. If the person doesn't, you know, say for example they don't have a Vanish and he catches you when you do a blast, you get a free combo. Then card draw speed, every time he uses a strike, he slowly works on his Vanish gauge. You know, when his allies die, he nullifies against red like twice, I believe, for a certain time. When he pops his main, he nullifies against blue and green card for a certain time accounts, like for 5 time accounts, I believe, 5 to 7 time accounts. When he pops a blue card, he nullifies against your strikes. Every time he gets hit, he buffs your allies' attack. The problem with him is, although he's a defensive unit, I mean not defense, endurance unit, he's still like, his defense is not that good. I be facing maxed out Future Hans, and man, once I land a combo on them, like he just can't tank. But the only thing that's really saving him is that endurance, which is just very, very annoying. Future is very, very good. Like I said, strike-based Future is insane. You know, he's very good. He's very, very good. Now, his value is nuts on that team. Like the fact that you compare these 2 guys up together with that double endurance is so super annoying. Like if you don't have a unit on your team that nullifies endurance, facing a team that has these 2 together, just it's so annoying. Like right, like Goku, Vegeta, and them, like these 3 right here, it's so annoying to deal with. Like if you don't have an endurance killing unit like this guy, these 2, it's so annoying to deal with. So you know, that's why I put Z- in here for. I'm gonna put him Z- because he has great value. I just don't think he reaches the Z, in my opinion. So Z-. Yep, Z-. Next, let's do my boy. Let's do my boy Evolution Vegeta. Evolution Vegeta is interesting. You know, God Key, Vegeta Clan, and TOP, right? Like TOP is not really a thing. You know, they didn't really focus too much on TOP. God Key is, yeah, like God Key's there, but they're not there. You know, Vegeta Clan is very, very good though, right? Like you can rock this guy, you can rock this guy, you can rock them together. That's a very offensive. You know, the biggest thing about this Vegeta is his defense. Once he gets hit, bro, like this guy takes a ton of damage, but man, if he's doing the offense, once he gets going, he's very annoying to stop. Like he just does so much damage when he racks up. If you keep switching in front of him, he just ramps up. So blue card, he nullifies against red. He has a blast cover change, which is really good. He knows 5 spells coverage, and you pop his main ability, which is really good. He's very, very good. You know, like I said, once you land a combo with him, like, he's just so annoying to deal with. When I see people play against him, I still kind of fear him, just because, like, if he lands a combo on me, like, it's gonna hurt bad. But once I land a combo on him, he's gonna take a ton of damage. So my thing is, where would I put him? You know, Vegeta Clan is a good team, but it's not better than Future. God Key, he is the best yellow for God Key. I'm gonna put him right here. I feel like strike base, like I said, this guy, the fact that he can kill endurance on strike base Future and he's a red, that's very good. And I already told you guys the reason why I like this monster so much of his stuff. But I think this Vegeta, it's like, if God Key is very, very amazing, or Vegeta Clan is like straight up amazing, this guy will go up higher. I think his, like I said, bro, with this unit, has always been his team, not him as an individual. So that's the reason why he's lower than he should be. Individually, if I was doing this individually, he'll be here. But like I said, I'm taking account teams and all that stuff as well. So kind of hurts him a bit. Next, let's do Frieza. Frieza. When Frieza first came out, you know, people didn't really use him, right? Because I think he came out before Zenkai Purple Frieza. So, you know, like, yeah, you know, Frieza's a thing. Over time, endurance. We've been seeing a lot of endurance. He's an endurance killer. Great value. He has Blast Armor. Blast Armor is annoying to deal with. He destroys Dragon Balls. Those 3 things are very, very valuable in this game. Main ability, he can get his Vanish back. Blue card, he has AoE. Green card, he can you know, just prolong his combo. He has Last Stand buffs where if he's a Last Stand, he can get like card draw speed, extra damage, all that stuff as well. Problem is, his best team, LOE, you know, like, they're not the best, but people use him as leader slots for different teams. Like, say for example, they're missing a yellow, they just throw him on there. I think the biggest thing with this Frieza is that his defense is not the best, in my opinion. But his value is nuts. Like I said, Dragon Ball manipulation, Blast Armor, getting his Vanish back, blue card AoE, all this stuff. And he can be ran on any team as a leader. Like I said, LOE and PO, not the best, or Namek Saga, not the best. But him as an individual unit, just being, you know, for this meta, I've been seeing a lot of people rocking him. So this guy, I think he is better than FSK just because of his value. I think FSK can, you know, of course, like, do crazy damage, but being a red in this meta right now isn't the best thing, because there's a lot of crazy blue units running around, and the fact that you're seeing a lot of endurance unit, his value shot up immediately. In my opinion, I think the only thing that hurt him, like I said, the only thing that hurt him is him not being as, you know, he can't really take the best hits, but everything else, like, he just counters the meta perfectly. Can't really complain about that. So yeah, next, let's do my boy LF Piccolo. I'm gonna be very critical with him. LF Piccolo is my dog. You guys know I go crazy with LF Piccolo. I think I'm probably the only person that still rocks LF Piccolo in this meta. You know, like, I don't see no LF Piccolos at all. People don't rock LF Piccolo. But LF Piccolo, he wins me a ton of games, right? So, but I kind of have to think about, you know, where he is at with him. And I can't be thinking about judging me, like, how good I use him. I got to think about, like, our people, like, how valuable is he in this meta. Problem with Piccolo, he takes time to build up. You know, I feel like this, you know, with a lot of endurance-based units running around, I think it kind of it gets to his advantage. It goes to his advantage because there's not really a lot of quick matches. You know, there's some team that's very, very quick where they can finish a game very, very quick, but there's a lot of team that has endurance or revival, and for him to ramp up, it benefits him, right? So he can, you know, play this war of attrition where he can get all his abilities and stuff. The fact that his blue card can nullify endurance is a good thing, but it's not the best where, like, he can't be like DKP, right? Like, right now, DKP is more valuable than this LF Piccolo. And as an individual unit, LF Piccolo is better, but DKP has more valuable. Dragon Ball manipulation and the fact that he kills endurance, you know, without having to use the blue card, right? This guy has to use a blue card for you to kill off an endurance, right? DKP, he just needs to just be alive, right? And then pop his main ability, get, start working on your second rising rush. Me, Elo Piccolo, like I said, he does, support your allies and all that stuff. But if I was to put him just to be very, very, critical, where I would put Piccolo, I'm not going to put no bias. If I put him biased, I'm going to put him like SS, because I use Piccolo like a god. But if I was to put him, I believe he's better than these guys. I feel like being a yellow helps a ton in this meta, because there's just so many strong purple. You still facing mono purples to this day. He does have a way of dealing with endurance as well. So I'm gonna put him above these guys. I'm gonna put him here. Kid Buu is like I said, there's gonna be a little bias. I would actually put Piccolo here. I'll put Piccolo there. Yeah, just a little bit of bias. You feel me? I'm sorry, man. I have to put a little bit. Like, if I was I'll actually put Piccolo right here, but like, okay. That's all right. I'm gonna put him here. All right. I'm gonna put Piccolo there. But yeah, if I was to put myself how I use Piccolo, I'll put him like Z, like God tier. You feel me? But I think I'm gonna put Piccolo there. Yeah, I'm gonna put Piccolo there. Okay, next is we're getting to the units that's very, very high. Let's start off with Revive Han. Revive Han, when he first came out, Z tier unit. Endurance. Not endurance. Revival. He's a unit that has revival, and he does a ton of damage in his pre-revival state. None of the other ones can do that. You could say Cryhon can, but he doesn't ramp up like this guy. This guy can literally survive a whole match being in his pre-revival state. Like Cryhon, like he actually has better stats pre-revival compared to post-revival. So it's kind of like opposite, which is weird. Because I guess because Piccolo, RIP my boy Piccolo. But that's the reason why, because he doesn't have Piccolo by his side, so his defense is a lot worse. That stuff. But this guy's insane. AoE green card, blue card damage is insane damage. This guy is just nuts. He's a very great unit for a leader as well. You can just plop him on any team just with that revival is annoying. Like I said, there is a unit that does have ways of getting incentives of killing revival units, right? Like this Vegeta, Cell, Ape Vegeta. There's some other units like Goku Vegeta, Electron, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, right? So that's probably his biggest downfall is his revival in some cases, but there's times where, like I said, if you don't have those units, it's very, very helpful. So hybrids is very good, movies is very good, and like I said, his buffs doesn't really need to put him on another team. So I believe he is a top 4 unit in the game, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put him Z. Next, let's do the headliner, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. When he first came out, when you read his stats was insane. And then when you pulled for him and you seen showcases of him, he just didn't live up to the par. It was like he was just missing just a little bit more, some oomph. You feel me? Like the little oomph, right? And then they gave him his plat, and his plat just, everything changed when his plat came. You know what I'm saying? Like when he got his plat, this dude is a different beast. Blast Armor, Universal Cover Change. He gives other senses for killing revival, right? He can get up to 4 Dragon Balls. He get damage inflicted buff. If you get the red, slot for his 3rd slot, he can heal. He has card up, and when he pops his main, he nullifies against purple. Blast Armor, when he pops a blue card, he gets another blue card if it lands for the first time. Activates once. Green card can take away all your Dragon Balls, notify special cover change, and he destroys all your cards. What else can he do, man? He can just do so much. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this guy is absolutely nuts. Blast Armor, like I said, he's a tank. He's a tank unit that can hit hard, bro. If you're a defense unit that can hit hard, that's very, very good. Because you have the high defensive stats. He has all them damage cuts. That he has like minus 80 to damage cut for the first time. He also nullifies against like color disadvantage factor or some weird thing 3 to 4 times. He's kind of like Piccolo, like I said, defensive units that can hit hard, but he doesn't need to ramp up like Piccolo. He just comes into the battlefield and just does damage. He gets key when he comes in as well. Top 3 unit in the game. He's top 3. Like I think he's top 3. He's top 3. He's top 3, and I'm glad that he is top 3. GT needs it. He's a headliner for 3rd anniversary. He needs to be one of the best units in the game. So I'm glad, and I'm glad that he is in the top, Z tier. He is annoying to deal with, but I'm glad that he is a thing. So I'm gonna put him Z. Next, let's do Super Vegito. Super Vegito is very, very good. Super Saiyans, he's the best purple. Fusions is a very great team. Ultra Gogeta, him, and Super Saiyan 4. That's a very good trio right there. And my Jube on that team as well. Whew, this guy's very good. It takes time for him to ramp up and stuff. Card draw speed. If he pops his main ability, he get double card draw speed, just like Super Saiyan Bardock. Blue card is okay. Every time he gets hit, he also gives you your allies damage inflicted buffs. He can nullify actual upgrades when he pops his main, so he can counter someone like FSK, right? Or it's any unit that just have a ton of buffs, right? Like if it's a 1v1, you pop his main, they're not going to hit as hard, right? So that's very good. Extra damage to regen. Regen's not really the best team right now. I guess the most prevalent regen unit is Goku Black and Zamasu, really. That's pretty much the most prevalent regen unit right now, I believe. And Crustamer, Zamasu, those two. But this guy's very good. He's very, very, very good. I've been seeing him everywhere. Mono purple. My goodness, mono purple. Put him Z minus. I think this guy has the edge. I think he's more valuable. But this guy, him on Super Saiyans, Fusions, and mono purple, those are really top teams. Super Saiyans, top team. Fusions is a very great team. And then mono purple, like my goodness, I can't believe mono purple is actually a thing, but people are using him on mono purple. He's annoying to deal with, so I'm gonna put him Z minus. Now we have I love Trunks. I love Trunks is very, very great. He's like an endurance unit that can hit hard and he can tank. Once he fills up his gauge, he's just another beast. He gets I believe he gets guaranteed like unlimited card draw speed, uncancelable. He has extra damage and all that stuff. His ult card, I think, hits harder as well. He has ways of getting reduced damage, all that stuff. If he's blasted, he does nullify. When he uses ult card, he nullifies against green, blue card, green card. I think the first time he does a strike damage, he does a ton. His green card does it refreshes his hand, but he doesn't get key from that. The first time he does a first strike attack, like his first strike card does a ton of damage. I think his blue card gives like support damage to his allies, I believe, if he hits. So he has endurance, like I said, is very, very good. The only thing that hurts him is right now, Future, Strike Future is really good. Vegeta Clan. The only way for him, he's on niche teams, right? Because endurance is a very great thing, and for him to get his endurance, he has to be run with 2 other Future or Vegeta Clan units. So if you're not running him on, like say you're running him on Super Saiyans, he's not going to get that endurance. Because if you rock him with Bardock, Bardock is not a Vegeta Clan or a Future unit, so he doesn't have that endurance. So that's going to hurt him in the long run. It really depends on how good Future and Vegeta Clan is over time. But right now he's very good. But I feel like he has to be ran on these teams. If you don't have those 2 teams very, very good, then it kind of hurts him. I believe he's very, very good though. Still, we really got to see how good he is with this whole, once his feature boost stuff is gone. But I'm gonna put this guy. I want to put this guy under him, but I see this guy everywhere. I'm gonna put him here. I think he's number 4. He's number 4 or number 5 in my opinion. But yeah, I think it's this. I think he is number 4. He's number 4 or number 5. These two can switch. But I think, like I said, Strike Future is insane right now, and he's the core of it. But this guy is more flexible. So I'm gonna put Trunks higher. Because my goodness, he's a tank and hits hard. So now we have the 2 units. Now we have Goku Vegeta. Now I have Goku here, but you know, they don't have a picture of Goku and Vegeta. They're like two separate entities of like, you know, pictures, PNGs, right? So yeah, Goku Vegeta is annoying. Feature boost, mono purple, any team that he's ran on, he can be ran on any team because none of his unique abilities makes him have to be ran on certain teams, right? So that's a really good plus about them. They just heal so much, bro. Like, you can literally be at 1 HP and you can literally farm your way up to 100 HP. Like, you have to deal with them. If you don't deal with them like Corrupted Murzumasu, they can be a pain to deal with. The problem with them is they actually have better defense than Corrupted Murzumasu, and they can heal up to 100%. They have a lot of ways of using blue cards. They can nullify blue cards with their blue cards like LF Piccolo, but they can, you know, farm, like they can like produce more blue cards than LF Piccolo. They're a Saiyan team, so they have a little bit better than Piccolo. They can ramp up, they can switch in every single time quickly. You know, Goku, his blue card get his Vanish back. Like, that's one of the dumbest things. Like, off activation, it doesn't have to land for him to get his Vanish gauge. Vegeta is more offensive, right? Like, you pop a green card with Vegeta, he can do crazy long combos because he nullifies special cover chains off the green card. His blue card hits hard. You have to literally run a green and a yellow unit to fully counter this too, because you gotta rock a yellow to counter Goku, and then you gotta rock a green to counter Vegeta. If you do mono yellow, they go to Vegeta, and that's it. You rock mono green, and it stay with Goku, right? Like, it's insane. Insane. Every time they switch, they get card draw speed and all that stuff, and they just chain long combos together. In my opinion, they're Z+. Mono purple, and any team, Saiyans, any team that they ran on, people are rocking them anywhere as a leader slot. They're Z+. They're just so annoying to deal with. Like I said, if you don't deal with them, they're a pain. So, last but not least, Ultra Super Saiyan Gogeta. Like I said, we're using red Gogeta because there isn't a PNG for the Ultra Gogeta. So, yeah, I don't see any. So, we're going to use this one as Ultra Gogeta. Ultra Gogeta came out. A lot of people were saying, like, he wasn't hyped because it was Ultra Gogeta, his animations and stuff. My goodness, my voice just cracked, my fault. But I'm just OD tired. I just recorded a ton of videos in one sitting. But this guy's nuts. You know, if he farms 4 to 5 cards, he's getting a blue card. Every time he uses a blue card, he heals. No, every time he fills up his gauge, he gets a blue card, gets key, and he heals. When he pops a blue card, he literally nullifies. He did not nullify, but he destroys all your cards in your hands. So you can't even play aggressive after that. After he lands his cards, you can't even play aggressive because he destroys all your cards. Green card, he nullifies special cover change. He can literally draw 2 ultimate cards in a match. If he by himself, if he last man standing, he draws one there. If he actually is, if he pops his main, he gets one as well. Those nullify endurance for 30 timer counts, I believe. Leader slot, he gets huge boost if he's ran on the leader slot as well. So you want to rock on your leader slot. Super Saiyans, he's definitely the best blue. He has strike cover change. He has blast on his strikes, so he's just a better version of Broly, and he does a lot more than Broly. Fusion is a very good team. Super Saiyans, any team that he's ran on, right? He's just the best blue right now. A lot of people are saying Goku Vegeta's better. I could see that, but man, me facing against this guy, I hate him. When he last stand, he locks you in. He nullifies against greens, you know, for a certain time account. So just because, you know, you have like a green unit, they can get locked in and they can die, you know, because he does crazy damage. So this guy's insane. He's the best unit in the game, in my opinion. So yeah, he's the best unit in the game. Best unit in the game, in my opinion. So yeah, this is my LF tier list. Anything I will switch? Nah, I think this is very, very good. Let me know what you think, how I did. You know, would I really switch anybody? I don't think I would switch anything. I think this is perfectly fine. Yeah, so that's pretty much that's pretty much it with this video. I keep coughing and stuff, have like these like dry coughs and everything. So I think because like my voice is just shot. Like like I said, I've been recording like a ton of videos in this one sitting. Let me know what you guys think of this last and final LF Ultra tier list. What you guys think? So who would you guys switch? What would you guys disagree on? comment down below. I'm gonna respect your opinion. Just respect my tier list. You know, don't try to shame my tier list. You know, it's all opinion based, right? Like, I feel like these certain units are in a certain place. Just respect it. You know, if you guys say like a certain unit in certain places, I'm gonna respect your opinion, right? So, like I said, it's just really fun to do, and you know, just to hear my opinions. You know, you guys can hear my opinion, and I can hear you guys' opinions in the comment section. This video has been going on for an hour straight, so my goodness, this has been the longest one I did. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and my growth, man, and I'm out. Peace.